CH people and family members. You ever have one of those days where you feel kind of light and giddy for a few moments at a time? I've been having a lot of days like that here in Rome. I haven't had them for a while. Here's the chowdown. After breakfast in our hotel, we opened the morning with a trip to Testaccio, a neighborhood in Rome that was described to us as being one of the neighborhoods closest to not only the average life of a Roman citizen, but also closest to how Rome was about 50 years ago. We saw a nice little square and visited an old family-run deli, and there we got to try head cheese. I haven't had head cheese in probably 8 years, not since I last went to a local deli with my great-grandmother, and it's better than I remember. Anyway, after walking around that neighborhood, we went to a semi-open-air farmer's market type of thing, where we got lunch and tried meatballs and walked around. I got sandwiches with some people too. Following that, we visited an area that was not only an old slaughterhouse, but was also a new, organic, sustainability-minded dining square and supermarket. That was exciting for me as a sustainability major. We then returned to the Gusto Lab building and received an introductory course in the Italian language. Not gonna lie, I nearly fell asleep in that class, not because it was boring, though I don't particularly like language learning, but because it was warm, the teacher's voice had a calming effect, and I only got about 6 hours of sleep the night before. I don't know if you noted it or not, Chef, sitting next to me. Sorry about that. It won't happen again. Anyway, following that, we had some brief free time before we took the incredibly crowded bus to Shine On, an American rock music themed, I guess, diner, which had memorabilia from the Grateful Dead, which excited me, and some inappropriate art hanging from the ceiling. That did not excite me. Anyway, as a class, we cooked a traditional Roman dinner and were shepherded by a real Italian chef. We whisked eggs from tiramisu, and I worked with some classmates to mix ingredients together for Roman meatballs. That was exciting, though a bit stressful, not unlike the final project. We also had fried squash flowers and sauteed artichoke, which were both better than I expected, especially the squash flowers, which had anchovy in them. I'm not a huge fan of fish. Anyway, after cooking, that was the end of our day, and we returned to the hotel. Okay, so here's question 4. How might your trip to Italy affect your future in regards to academic, social, or personal choices? I really don't know for this question how to answer it. I feel pretty confident in what I'm going to do with my life, in that I'll be some sort of a sustainability worker, or I'll do sustainability work if I can't hack it as an author. So seeing the sustainability grocery store and the complex semi-closed system that is the open air market excited me. But I don't know if Italy is the place I'd want to work in. Though, regardless, I did learn today that Italy is just beginning its health/organic food movement, years behind the US and even farther behind Scandinavian countries in terms of environmental factors. So, this has opened my eyes to the possibilities as an environmental consultant in other European countries beyond the aforementioned Scandinavian countries plus Denmark. So, maybe someday in the future I'll be looking for a job, and I'll know to take a look at Rome because there may be work for me in the sustainability sector. Personal choices, social choices, not really sure what to say about those, because as much as I love the city and that I've seen in my time here, I don't know if I could ever actually live here. Not enough green space, for one, and I don't really plan on living anywhere for more than a few years at a time in the future. But maybe I'll spend some time in the Italian countryside someday. Sicily, maybe. That might be nice.